This video, I'm going to be explaining why 146 is a really good defense in this game. So 146 is a really good defense in this game because it hits a lot of the critical criteria for what makes a defense good in Madden. Some of those critical criteria are: number one, every single defense, the foundation of every single defense is that has some type of Send 4, Send 5, or Send 6 pressure system that is going to force some type of intentional pass protection by your opponent, whether that be a play action to pick it up, blocking a running back, blocking a tight end. The best blitzes in this game really force a tight end to pick them up. But what's cool about this 146 is it's going to be difficult to win if you're just trying to 5-out it. So you want to have some type of pressure plan that's going to get you a numbers advantage in the coverage department, and it's also going to put the quarterback on a little bit of a timer. 146 has that, and it actually has several blitzes within it, but the best one is the cross-tree fire. Now, we're going to run this with our auto flip off and our auto alignment on base, and I like to have my hook curls on 5. Another piece of criteria that this defense has is it has this double safety go. And what this double safety go is going to do is, by coming out in this play and then audibling into cross-tree fire, we are now going to get our safeties. We're going to get our safeties in the box, and so we're going to get a pretty favorable alignment for defending any kind of like seam streak or anything like that. So you see here, we have really a nice defense that we can get these double safeties in here. Now, you don't have to come out in this. Like, let's say you're playing a trips tight end, or you're playing a little bit more of a spread formation. Maybe you don't want those safeties in the box. You don't have to come out in this, but you're going to see right here that this Send 4 is pretty good, right? You can get to it from a lot of different things. You could just literally, if you wanted to just literally just call crossfire and stand right here, like this totally can work. As you see, like this Send 4 is something that they're going to have to block a running back. They're going to have to do something intentionally. So we have a couple of things that we check the box of. We have our safeties in the box for a better chance at defending seam streaks and really forcing our opponent to attack the sideline, and really forcing them to attack a little bit more of a difficult area of the field than what we're first getting up here. We also have a pressure that they're going to have to kind of think about a little bit. Might not be the best blitz of the game, but it is good enough that that this is going to be decent enough for you. So again, and you can obviously kind of mess around with where you want to hover. Like, you can hover over here as well. I think that's probably the best spot. But anyway, you have a Send 4. You have your safeties in the box. The other thing that is really underratedly good about this defense in particular is that you have a symmetrical defense. What this does for you is this allows you to handle things like a flip bunch. Because instead of flipping my entire defense, I just have to flip my setup. So I can just adjust this coverage into really whatever I want. And as you see here, now I'm in a pretty favorable position to be able to play pretty good defense, right? And then I can run my crossfire type of concept. So the cool part is this defense is really equipped well to be able to handle, not only is it good in terms of it's a fairly simple blitz to set up. You're just pinching your D-line, and then you're just kind of hovering here. It's a fairly simple blitz to set up, which allows you to have more time, which is like super underrated, but it allows you to have more time to create coverages behind the blitz, because ultimately that's also very important. I think it might even be more important than the blitz itself. This other thing that's really cool is because it's a symmetrical defense and you have the same number of players on both sides. I personally think this is a really good switch stick defense. It's better than, like, for example, a 3-3 Cub would be, because I kind of have the same players in the same spots, and I'm pretty much going to be either in this kind of coverage shell. I might be in a straight up, cover 2 coverage shell, right? I might be in a cover 4 coverage shell, but I'm going to run pretty basic coverages that I can then switch stick out of and just get to these players to take away some of the best routes that the offense has to offer. So this kind of checks all the boxes, in my opinion, of what makes a defense good in Madden. Its ability to have a good blitz that they're going to have to kind of respect. It has the ability to stop the run. You can stop most shotgun runs from this. You probably wouldn't want to run this against like I-form tight, right? But you could run this against any kind of shotgun formation. You have the ability to get your safeties in the box if you want to put them in the box. You also can leave them backed off if you want to leave them backed off. You have a blitz that they're going to have to respect. You have a really, I think, a subtle thing this year that's a little different than in years past, but you have a defense that is kind of optimized for switch stick. Switch stick being the most effective feature that they've added to Madden for getting stops consistently against people. This is going to help limit the big plays, which I'm a huge fan of. Try to keep the lid on and force them to drive up the field consistently and try to switch stick and basically get a stop that way. It's symmetrical, so you really don't have to worry about them flipping the formation on you. And there's just it's also, we're going to run it on baseline, so there's a lot of pre-snap disguise. Like, it's hard for them to know, are you going to be running cover 2, cover 3, cover 4? Even we could get into a man coverage out of this. Like, if we really wanted to, why wouldn't we? We could just go to a man-to-man, kind of just crazy cross-man type of defense where we did something like this. Like, we could totally get into a shell like this and just have, essentially a really good little cross-man type of defensive setup that we can do. Because we can spend more time adjusting, because the blitz itself is simple to set up. So this is, in my opinion, some of the key criteria to what makes a defense good in Madden, especially in the switch stick era. I think that 1-4-6 is a top, probably 3 defense in the game. I personally think it might be the best defense in the game. And if you want to learn exactly how I run the defense, the ebook is in our school community. You can sign up for that in the description down below.